Hi there, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I'm Monica.
I'm Nicole.
Today we're going to talk about something that might sound a little boring, but trust me, super important to get this right. And it's 5 things to know about writing headers and subheads in your blog posts.
And if you're not sure what these are, this is it's a formatting label, but it's also a way to kind of bold and call attention to titles.
Yeah, it helps organize your content actually. So bolded sentences are not headers or subheads.
And this gets into the technical thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of it is because a lot of this, you're doing this for Google, and Google wants things in a certain way, so just bolding it does not equate a header. You have to actually format something.
Google doesn't know that you want that phrase to stand out. The human eye does, Google doesn't. All right, and to that point, for Google to understand you want that phrase to stand out, you need to use, well, what is it called? H1, H2, H3?
Yeah, it's like the header
format, the heading formats, I guess. I don't think there's a fancy name for them.
No, there's not.
Yeah, okay. So, but headers are organized by size. H1, obviously, the biggest. 2 is next smallest. 3, 4. It's hierarchical.
So interesting, for years, I was designers, and I did that. I was definitely guilty of this, is because we say, oh, we want this one to be a certain size and this to go down. And so you could go from an H2 to an H4. That's a big no-no because it's now a big accessibility thing. And so you'll get if you do accessibility scans for your site, you'll get knocked down. They want it to be organized like a table of contents and a title. So you have to go from H1 to H2 to H3. You can go back up to H2, but then you have to go back to H3. It's a very...
And from H3 to H4, right. Not H1 to H4.
Right.
Yeah. That's very good to know, and I did not know that. Use your keyword that you want to be found for your blog post in one of the headers. This is very important, again, for Google. Okay, it's part of search engine optimization. Number 4, you need to add a header, subhead, every 300 words. If your text is longer than that, Yoast.
I use a rule of thumb of 1-page screen. Right? If you have to page down 2 or 3 times and you haven't seen any break in the text, you need to put that in.
That's a good visual cue. Yeah, if you don't have a WordPress site and you don't have Yoast for SEO, Squarespace isn't going to tell you that. So that's a good workaround. But it helps again, break up the content, organize it, because people skim, right?
I was going to say, we're saying this for Google, but it's also it just makes it simpler to read because people want to get the gist quickly sometimes.
Exactly. All right. Number 5. Sorry. So when you're writing your headers, your subheads, write full sentences that stand on their own. Again, if someone is, just scrolling through, they're just skimming, you want your header subheads to be a complete thought. So if that captures their attention, they'll stop and be like, oh, yeah, okay, I definitely want to read this section.
That's fair. And also, even if they don't, you do want them to stop, but even if they have the title, but they read your 5 headers, then they can still get be like, oh, okay, I got an idea of what she wanted me to know.
Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely use these tips when you write your next blog post, and give us a like, leave a comment if you have one. Definitely share with your network, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.